Why do real estate agents have such a bad reputation? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Rosemary Lewis, your real estate bestie, and today we are going to jump into this question all about reputation. But before we get into it, I need you to do me a favor. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That way, every single time I post a video and I'm answering questions like the one I'm answering today, you will know everything about it. And also, while you're at it, give us a thumbs up, comment, let me know what your thoughts are about this video, and we'll get into it now. Okay, today's question honestly comes from a cringy Facebook post that I have been seeing circulating in the real estate world. So, we are going to talk about why real estate agents have a bad reputation. So, if you haven't seen it, besties, this is that Facebook post where people are saying, so you want to be a real estate agent, and they literally list every single thing that we do when we are supporting our buyers and sellers, right? And I totally get it with the things that are happening with NAR, with the big Z man trying to devalue real estate agents. I understand that a lot of people are really concerned about the future of our industry. And by right, I do think that there is definitely a need to be concerned in how, the public, how your clients are receiving you. But this post that I'm seeing, right, it seems really childish. And I've seen a couple of responses where other agents are saying, could you imagine if your dentist gave you an itemized list of everything they do, including like opening the office door? We would think like, dude, this is what you get paid for. Which brings me to the question, why do realtors have a bad reputation? And when I really, really think about it, I think about it from the respect that at some point we started to believe that we have to justify instead of actually being value providers to our clients, right? And I just think about in any relationship, right? When you have to like prove your trust, I do this, I do that, you want to get all of these accolades and these notches when your reputation literally will speak for itself. So if you are newer to the industry, or if you are just like, okay, I don't want people to think that I am a used car salesman, which shout out to Liz. This is a side note. I have a used car salesman, this homie named Maxwell. He was the homie. He was not sleazy. He always put me in the best deals and like gave me the best advice. So even that reputation, right? Like it doesn't fit every single person, but what can we do to break outside of the mold that a lot of people might put agents in the box, or honestly, it just might be your own limits and belief. The very first thing that I think that we need to remember is that we are in a service-based industry. And people can tell, like you can always tell when someone is out for self, or if they're really getting into the business, any business, to truly help and support someone else. I could, even when I was a teacher, I could tell the teachers who were there for the love of the kids or the love of the arts, or they had a passion and a purpose behind it, as opposed to the people that were like literally coming because they didn't get on at the company that they really want to be on, and like teaching was an option, it was a paycheck, and they just showed up. And the same thing shines through with our business. The way to break that reputation that a lot of people have with real estate agents is to show up, and show up from a place of service, to show up from a place of contribution, and people will see through that. So this is what I mean. If on social media, and this is another reason we have a bad reputation, right? We walking slow, we only showing the high life that this profession can provide us, instead of actually being an educator, being an advocate, being resourceful. So finding ways that you are showing that, yes, I am a real estate agent. Obviously, you have to make a living, but I'm in this because I understand that when someone buys a home or when they sell a home, they are opening and closing chapters. And I want to be their professional, right? I want to be their resource. I want to be their guide. And here is how I can support you. You automatically are going to stand out amongst the crowd, right? So while everybody else is posting so you want to be a realtor and talking about how we got to pay taxes and dues and, get tires on our cars, like nobody else has to do that. You are the one that's truly sitting here saying, okay, I understand that you are in a pickle. You're trying to figure out, how do I move from this 2% house? Yes, I have a great interest rate, but the house isn't serving me. Help me identify what makes sense. When you are positioning yourself to be the person to actually figure out what the problem is, and I want to help you solve the problem, then what you're doing is you're providing value, and people are going to gravitate towards you. So again, I think that we have that bad reputation, or any business gets a bad reputation, when they are so me centered. This is what I do, this is why you need me, instead of, hey, actually, what problem are you dealing with right now? And now let me show you how I can work alongside you, how I can help guide you through, so that we can get this solved for you. Okay, so besties, I think what I want you to walk away with here is just knowing that you can change anybody's perception by how you interact and how you show up. So I know just the fact that you are a real estate bestie, that you are listening to this podcast, or you're watching us on YouTube, that you are committed to learning how you can grow professionally, how you can grow personally, and how you really can make a difference. If you would like to ever submit your own question to the podcast, go ahead and hit us up at rosemarylewis.com/ask, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye now.